Today, I make no apologies for doing a double loving on Soungoutou Magassa. In fact, I'm going to get off on a technicality. The earlier loving was actually recorded last night. As you know, that was last night's review. So this is a separate non-review discussion about Soungoutou Magassa. And I'm just particularly excited about this young player because I do think that him working out, and I know it's early days, but him working out is going to allow West Ham to focus on other areas in the transfer window, which is so important. It almost feels as if already Nuno Espírito Santo is sorting out the defence. He might need another central defender. I'd suggest he probably does. But even just having Mavropanos and Todibo there, the improvement in Todibo in particular has been absolutely brilliant. We're becoming really hard to break down. I'm not concerned about our vulnerability from set plays anymore. So that looks sorted out as a defence, at least on its way to being so. The midfield looks very, very promising indeed. And in many respects, so you look at that, I think, well, that's two-thirds. That's two-thirds of the team. And I think that midfield being sorted out has been a problem for so long that it was actually something that's needed serious attention. The fact that it might now be sorted means we can probably focus our attentions on the attack and then fixing that final third of the team, which is going to be so important if we're going to stay up this season. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share with you what myself and Gio said about Soungoutou Magassa on our earlier video, which was on Patreon. So every day, every morning after a game on Patreon, we do a player ratings video. And at the end of the season, that all gets collated into our Hammer of the Year. It's one of the many, many videos that we do over on Patreon. So I'm just going to give you the clip of basically us talking about Magassa because I think it's worthwhile. I think he deserves it. And I'm very, very excited. Not too often you get, particularly at West Ham at the moment, overly excited by a player, and we're certainly that at the moment. Now, I thought I would share that with you now. It also gives you a little taster of Patreon. Patreon is basically our third Hammers Chat channel. We've got loads of additional content on there, loads of it. And it's because of the support we get on Patreon that allows us to do this as a job. Not only that, our wonderful sponsors, of course, and your wonderful patience in watching some of the adverts, which I know are absolutely annoying. But without Patreon, we wouldn't be able to do this as a job, and we certainly wouldn't be able to upload daily on the two main YouTube channels. We've got 3 separate tiers, basically starting at £3.60 a month for all the extra content, and it goes up. Our top tier is our Addicts tier. That is £10 a month. We don't just do videos on there. There's loads of competitions. There's loads of giveaways, lots of match tickets. We like to think there's just loads and loads of our patrons have actually won stuff and been given stuff by us. We do plough a lot of the patronage back into basically rewarding our I guess, our most loyal subscribers and our most loyal patrons. And we really, really appreciate it. So have a look at the video now. This is what myself and Gio said this morning about Soungoutou Magassa. Really excited about him. If you want to give Patreon a try, the link's in the description below, or you could just Google it. Basically, Google Patreon Hammers Chat. Links in the description below, though. That will take you straight to it. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. Hopefully, you'll enjoy what we've got to say about Magassa.
Moving on then to someone that I suspect may be both of our man of matches. Well, I know it's both of our man of matches. I'll listen to your review. Magassa time.
Oh, goody gumdrops. Been looking forward to this. I can't stop thinking about him. He was magnificent. There was one point where he won the ball at sort of the right back position later on in the game. And I thought, who's that? But I didn't think it could be Magassa because he was just over the other side a second ago. And it was Magassa. What? What? It was near the end of the game because I thought, is that Kante? No, it was Magassa. Unbelievable. I just thought he was absolutely magnificent. Passing the ball forward. Long passes, short passes, looks up. Can I get the ball forward at any given point? Times the tackle incredibly well. Senses danger quicker than I thought he was. Energy of a Duracell bunny, quite frankly, just did not stop. No wonder he had a bit of cramp at the end. I thought it was incredible. And I noticed in one of his interviews, He's got a very thick French accent, but his English is very good. So his English is good, but his accent makes it sound like he's not as good as English it is. But his English very good, and I thought they got it wrong. They actually subtitled it. West Ham actually, but I can hear what he's saying, right? And they actually subtitled it wrong because he was saying. They subtitled it like he thought the game was fast. That's not what he was saying. He was talking about the pace of the Premier League. And it was getting up to that pace. And he's absolutely right. And that shows an intelligence that right. I think he's taken one look at it, seen how he struggled at Crystal Palace and the other game that escapes me now. I think he's had a look. Right. This is okay. Now I get it. This is what I've got to do. And he's done it. And obviously there would have been some training and obviously the coaching staff getting him up to that level of pace. But it's almost like he stepped in against Liverpool. And as I mentioned then, I thought he was the only one that was at the proper pace that we should have been at against Liverpool. Right, okay, this is it. This is okay. That's a real quality in any sport, and that's how you go up levels. And it doesn't matter whether it's football or cricket or Formula One. Right. This is the pace I've got to drive at to get a pole position on this. It's being able to do it, boxing, whatever. And I think he's just looked at it. Okay. This is what the Premier League is. I've got to play like this. There's enough there to think, my goodness, this boy could be very, very special. Everything, tackling, interception, bigger than I thought he was as well. Maybe just grown since the Crystal Palace game. Incredible performance. I'll give him a 10 out of 10. I thought it was the consummate midfield performance, capped off a goal. By the way, I'm not just saying this because I'm having a love-in with him. I don't think the finish was easy. I think the way it bounced right before him and he almost had to stroke it. I think it's easy to pull that wide at a post. Very, very, very good and the best player on the football pitch.
He's had an 8.8 from pitching so far, but it's the way to go up because I'm also going to give him the perfect 10 as well. And it's not even because he scored. It's from a defensive midfielder's aspect of the match. I thought he was sensational. 4 tackles, 1 clearance, nothing too much in that regards. 5 interceptions, 8 recoveries. Won the most duels in the match as well. Was fouled 4 times. Now he committed 4 fouls, but he was fouled 4 times as well. He read the game brilliantly. At times, the man you were looking dangerous, he'd get in there and he would just put the tackle in on the edge of the box. Important interceptions. I absolutely loved him last night. Absolutely loved him. It felt like he covered every blade of grass. And I know at the end he had cramp, but I thought he was still putting in the energy. It was like 80-something minute. He was still getting stuck in and winning the ball. And I guess to give him a compliment, Nuno wanted to change midfield and decided to take Potts off. And Potts was playing well. It's just, well, I ain't taking Magassa off. That's a bloody good Magassa was playing. 22 years old, new league, new country. Hasn't started many games for us either. So the circumstances aren't ideal for him. But he looks like he's been playing with us for more than a year. He was just fantastic in the middle of the pitch. Honestly, I thought it was a perfect performance. And then the goal, and I agree with what you said. I said in review, I don't think it's as easy as it looks. And also, I know Mazraoui was in the net by the time the ball crossed the line, but he wasn't in the net when Magassa took the shot. He was still falling backwards off the line after stopping it from going in. It's a difficult one, that half volley into a small portion of the goal to put it in. It was beautiful. It was calm, composed. Honestly, that's the striker's finish. Callum Wilson scored that. I'd be sitting here going, proper number 9 goal. That Torture's goal, fantastic. Magassa, wow. Honestly, that is one of my favourite individual performances I've seen for some time in a West Ham shirt. I always go on about Winston Reid away to Man City. I always go on about that. He was just perfect from Reid. He was sensational that game, and that's up there with that for me. What a
There's
performance.
definitely an intelligence from him. He's a bright boy. You could just see it in the way he plays football, the way he reads is intuitive. As I say, that the finish for the goal, as you mentioned, everything about him. That it's that's real something to have. That intelligence, that reading of the game, as well as the obvious physical attributes he's got, like that natural fitness and the technique. And the biggest compliment I can give him is I don't know about him. I couldn't tell you anything about him at Monaco apart from what I've been told, which is he played at centre back. He does not look like a centre back that's been converted into a midfielder. Particularly some of the passes forward, and I couldn't help but think about James Ward-Prowse when I was watching it, and just how his instinct is there anything on? Is there anything on? You could just see it. He's a special player, and I think he looked. We talk about Old Trafford. That you mentioned it in the build-up show. That would have been a big thing for him. It's a big arena. Do you notice the amount of half and half scarves, by the way, in the crowd? It's crazy. I know we can't talk, but it was above and beyond us. It was. He looked unfazed and unflustered by the big stage. Listening to his interview and just seeing his demeanour and seeing how calm he was afterwards, I thought he handled his interviews well. Just get whatever they give him, that whatever it is it aftershave or something? But the award, the man of the match award, what is it? That yellow cylinder
It's
thing.
just a trophy.
Is it
Aftershave?
What is? I thought it was a bottle of aftershave.
Aftershave? We didn't give aftershave out. They don't even call it man of the match anymore. They're not going to hand out a male scent.
Unisex. Some unisex. What? It's like a yellow plastic trophy.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's not after. Why did you think it was aftershave?
Because there's no way that I thought that yellow plastic. It looks like a tube of fairy liquid. It looks like a tube of a matey bubble bath. It's. I didn't think. I thought there must be something in it. I didn't think they would actually give a plastic cylinder out,
like a wax candle or something.
Like an insult. I would say, can I have a golden boot, or can I have something, or can I have something else, please? Have you got like a shield, or actually a cup, or a trophy, or can I have a medal? What about a man of the match medal? Why have you given me a lump of yellow and blue plastic? You cheap old bastards! The amount of money you get every year. What? Anyway, right? He did. He's obviously a very nice lad. Because he didn't react how I would react if I got one of them.
I like the idea that you've sat at home all this time thinking, "Fucking hell, he's got loads of aftershave. He's winning 10 times."
I tell you what. You say what you want about Magassa. He can play football. He's an intelligent footballer, and he smells lovely.
It smells like the Premier League.
That's yeah.
What's that? Oh, corruption.
Someone walked past me in the street the other day. Teenager. Whoa! Honestly, I don't know. He must have had a bottle on, a bottle of our. But my goodness! And he got and the dog. And we walked past. The dog starts going. And I think we must have been. I'm telling you, we were 10 meters past, and I said, "At least I can still smell it."
Maybe he won the man of match in Sunday League.
He must have done. He deserves some art. I've got some Lacoste stuff which don't smell so good. I don't wear it, so I might send it to him.
That's it. This is a game. That's what it is. Incompetence by them.
Well, that's why Paqueta was so angry.
Yeah,
he didn't get any aftershave. He got this yellow thing, and there was no aftershave in it. He's been tipping it up. Okay, come on, he's been trying to get it out. Put something in it, a bit of talcum powder or something. So, that is the worst trophy I've ever seen. But he deserves better. There you go.
That's all it is. It's just a trophy. So Magassa, enjoy your aftershave. Good marks for you. Uses his body well. That's what I will say. You are right. He is a tall player, but I've seen tall players not impose themselves physically on the game that much. And I think, size you should be able to push players out the way, and they just don't manage it. Kilman is someone I would say. Kilman's a big player. Does not use his body very well. Does not physically dominate strikers or anything like that. he's someone that doesn't know how to use his size. But Magassa quite often just gets in the way of the ball. You know, if it bounces, he gets in the way of the man in the ball and says, "Go on, then I'm having this. You ain't getting it." Spreads his wingspan. Oh, I'm having that. There you are. Go.
Hello.
Magassa's on the ball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, beautiful.
Brilliant from Magassa. Right, time for the right winger, Tomáš Souček.